My dear students and parents, in this video we are going to see the cosine law. This cosine law is an important law. It is applied at so many times in so many places. What are the cosine law? There are three cosine laws. One is a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. The second is b square equal to c square plus a square minus 2ca cos b. The third is c square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. There are also three more formulae. After seeing this formulae, we will come to this formulae. How to remember this cosine law? On seeing the first formula, that is a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a, we can come to the conclusion. In the right hand side there are three terms, and in the left side there is only one term. Considering the right side terms 3, if we hide cos a, we will get b square plus c square minus 2bc. On seeing the three terms, that is b square plus c square minus 2bc, we remember that it is in the form of b minus c the whole square. What is b minus c the whole square? The b minus c the whole square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc, so that we can remember easily. Then if we want to find a square, that is, it represents the side a, we should take cos a. That is, we should take the angle a. The angle a is opposite to the side a. On seeing the second formula, we can also understand that it is also in the form of c minus a the whole square. If we hide the cos b, the right side three terms are in the form of c minus a the whole square. What is c minus a the whole square? C square plus a square minus 2ca. So in this way we can remember this cosine law very easily. Likewise, if we consider the third formula, c square, that is c square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c, we can remember the formula a minus b the whole square. What is a minus b the whole square? A square plus b square minus 2ab. Then we should write the cosine angle. If we want to find c square, we should write the angle c, that is cos c. I also want to say, if we want to find a square, we should consider the square of the difference of the other two sides. What are the other two sides to a? The other two sides are b and c. What is the difference of these two sides? The difference of these two sides is b minus c. What is the square of difference of these two sides? That is b minus c the whole square. We are going to take one standard triangle ABC. In this triangle, the three sides A, B and C are taken in the anti-clockwise direction. Moreover, the three vertices of the triangle ABC also taken in the anti-clockwise direction. That is A, B and C are the vertices. Next, we are going to convert this triangle into two right-angled triangles. That is, the triangle ABC is converted into the right-angled triangles ADC and BDC, so that we are getting two right-angled triangles. First of all, we are going to consider the right side right-angled triangle. In the right side right-angled triangle, the BC is the hypotenuse. So now we are going to write the formula for BC square. That is, we are going to write the formula for hypotenuse square in the case of the right-angled triangle. We are well known that as per the Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. We are going to find the A square. The side A represents the side BC. The BC forms the hypotenuse of this right side right-angled triangle. So that initially we are taking the right side right-angled triangle BDC. Therefore, BC square equal to CD square plus BD square. That is, hypotenuse square equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. This is the opposite side square. This is the adjacent side square to the right side right-angled triangle BDC. Then we are going to write CD square and BD square separately. Next, we want the term B square. That is, the side B is placed in the left side right-angled triangle. So that now we are going to take the left side right-angled triangle ADC. In this right-angled triangle ADC, the CD forms the opposite side and AC forms the hypotenuse and AD forms the adjacent side. So, from the formula hypotenuse square equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square, we can write the formula for the opposite side square, that is CD square, as hypotenuse square minus adjacent side square. What is the hypotenuse square in the case of this left side right-angled triangle? That is the side AC. So we are getting AC square minus what is the adjacent side in this triangle? The adjacent side is AD. So that we are writing AD square. Hence we are getting the opposite side square equal to hypotenuse square minus adjacent side square. In our case, CD square equal to AC square minus AD square. Now we have got one term of the right side, that is we have obtained b square. Subsequently we are going to find bd square. So in order to find the bd square, first we take bd. We are going to write bd as ab minus ad. Why we are going to write bd as ab minus ad? Because the side ab represents the side c, so that we will get the second term c square. For that purpose we are going to write bd as ab minus ad. Then what is bd square? The bd square equal to ab minus ad the whole square. On seeing this ab minus ad the whole square, it is in the form of a minus b the whole square. What is a minus b the whole square? A minus b the whole square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So here we are writing ab minus ad the whole square as ab square plus ad square minus 2ab into ad. Now in our hands we are having cd square as well as bd square. So can we substitute the determined cd square and bd square in the original formula, that is bc square equal to cd square plus bd square? Yes, we can substitute. If we substitute cd square as ac square minus ad square and bd square as ab square plus ad square minus 2ab into ad, we will get the equation bc square equal to ac square minus ad square plus ab square plus ad square minus 2 into ab into ad. We can cancel these two terms, that is plus ad square and minus ad square. After cancelling these two terms, we will get bc square as ac square plus ab square minus 2ab into ad. What is bc square? The bc square represents a square. What is ac square? The ac square represents b square. What is ab square? The ab square represents c square. Minus 2 is written as it is and ab is written as c, because the side ab is the side c. Now we have got all the required data except ad. What is the formula? A square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. We have got a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2c. So we need b cos theta. On seeing the left side right angled triangle, this side AD represents the adjacent side. So if we know the hypotenuse and one angle, we can easily find the adjacent side as well as the opposite side. How? We know that the formula for cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. From this formula we can write for the adjacent side, that is the adjacent side equal to hypotenuse into cos theta. If we take this denominator hypotenuse to the left side, we will get hypotenuse into cos theta. So, my dear students, don't forget, whenever you are knowing hypotenuse and theta, you can find the adjacent side and the opposite side. The formula for the adjacent side is hypotenuse into cos theta. If we want to find the opposite side, the formula is opposite side equal to hypotenuse into sin theta, not cos theta. Then coming to right angle triangle ADC, the adjacent side equal to AD and the hypotenuse equal to AC. So let us write AD equal to AC into cos A. Yes, we can write AD equal to AC into cos A. This AD is the adjacent side, this AC is the hypotenuse, the angle A is taken. Why the angle A is taken? The angle A is the opposite angle to the side A. If we want to write the formula for A square, we should write the angle as capital A. Then again we are going to write the equation BC square we have already determined. That is BC square equal to AC square plus AB square minus 2AB into AD. Now we have found AD equal to AC cos theta. So if we substitute AD as AC cos theta, we will get the equation BC square equal to AC square plus AB square minus 2AB into AC cos A. What is BC? The BC is nothing but the side A. So that we can write BC square as A square. What is the side AC? The side AC is nothing but the side B. So that AC square can be written as B square. What is AB? The side AB is nothing but the side C. So that the AB square can be written as C square minus 2 is written as it is, and AB, the side AB represents the side C, so that we are writing C in the place of AB. Then what is AC? The AC represents the side B, so that we are writing B in the place of AC, then cos A. So therefore we have derived the formula for A square, that is A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. In this way, we can also determine the other two cosine laws, that is for B square and C square. Then from the first cosine law, that is A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A, we are going to find the cosine law for cos A. We want to find cos A. The cos A is placed in the right hand side of the equation. So if we interchange the sides, we will get the cos A in the left hand side. If the cos A is placed in the left hand side, it will be convenient to us to find it, so that we are going to interchange the sides. The right side is written as left side and the left side is written as the right side. Thereby we are getting B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A equal to A square. we need to find cos A, so that the remaining two terms B square and C square are brought to the right side. So if we brought to the right side, the plus B square will become as minus B square, and plus C square will become as minus C square. The A square will be written as it is. Thereby we will get minus 2bc cos A equal to A square minus B square minus C square. In the left side we are having minus 2bc cos A, but we need only cos A in the left side. So if we bring minus bc to the right side, it will become as division, that is, it will come to the denominator. Thereby we will get the equation 2 cos A as A square minus B square minus C square by minus 2bc. If we take the minus sign outside, we will get minus of B square plus C square minus A square. Why? The minus into plus minus, so that we are getting the same minus B square, minus into plus minus, so that we are getting the same minus C square. The A square is having the sign of plus, the minus into minus plus, so that we are writing as minus A square. Then we can cancel the numerator minus and the denominator minus, and moreover minus into minus will become plus, so that the formula for cos A is obtained as B square plus C square minus A square by 2bc. Likewise, we can also find cos B and cos C. If we find cos B, we will get C square plus A square minus B square by 2CA. Similarly, if we find cos C, we will get A square plus B square minus C square by 2AB. On seeing this, we realize that if we know, or if we write one cosine law, we can write the other cosine laws very easily. How? On seeing these formulae, we understand that after the side A, the side B is written. After the side B, the side C is written. After the side C, in rotation, the side A is written. So in all these cases, we can understand this. After the side B, the side C is written. After the side C, the side A is written. Here also, if we know the formula for cos A, we can write the formula for cos B and cos C in the same way. After the side B, the side C comes. After the side C, the side A comes. After the side A, the side B comes. So if we know the one formula, we can write the other formula very easily. My dear students, if this video is most understandable to you, you can share this with your classmates and friends. You can also subscribe my channel.